Welcome back, everybody, joining us online today on Polo Line TV. It is finals day here on the Lake of San Moritz, the 41st edition of the Snow Polo World Cup, the first of a trio of games coming up here on the frozen Lake of San Moritz. Team Azerbaijan Land of Fire playing against Makaj, the 5th and 6th place playoff being played for the Casablanca Trophy out here this morning. My name is John Kent. It has been a wonderful weekend hosting you all here on Polo Line TV, and I'm really excited to bring you what promises to be an exciting final day of the weekend here. Do let us know where you're watching from, joining us across our various social media channels as the players come out to the centre of the ground now. To my left-hand side, Polo Team Azerbaijan, and over to the right as we see coming out in the black are Team Makaj, the Bays. The father, James Bay, his two sons, Jovi Bay and Garvey Bay. And then at back, the Argentinian Alfredo Bugatti. They have given it all that they possibly can over the weekend. Defeated in two very close games, but they have given a great account for themselves. On the other side, two-time winners, last year's defeated finalists again. Could not be much closer. Best place losers after losing their first game by half a goal. They then lost yesterday once again by half a goal against many people's favourite Standing Rock, who we will be seeing in the final this afternoon. It's been another great year for the team in green, Azerbaijan Land of Fire, as they line up in front of Jan-Erik Frank, my commentator on the far side, and Rito Gaudenzi as well. And what a setting it is as we introduce the two teams. And we are going to call them forward. It is going to be Makaj, you see, going in front of you. James Bay has been sharing the spot with his daughter, Lovi Bay, in this tournament. It seems James, he is starting. So as you see, James Bay getting called forward there. And in front of you, it's been a great weekend for James. What a pleasure for him to be out there playing with the first of his two sons out there, the 3-goal captain, Jovi Bay, playing in the number 2 shirt. Playing in number 3, I've caught up with him a couple of times over the weekend, Garvey Bay. He has played so well, so often playing at the back, the sweeper role, and then a back. Former winner of this tournament, the Argentinian 7-goal player, Alfredo Bugatti. Playing against them in the green shirts of Azerbaijan Land of Fire, as I said, 2 times winners of this tournament. Last year's defeated finalists, 2 defeats by just half a goal this weekend. As always, given a great account for themselves, and none more so than their number 1, who we're going to see cooling in front of us, is Elchin Jamali. Playing at number 2, again an ever-present in this side over the years. Oh, just wait as he gets to get called. Taylan Gubalanyev out there in the number 2 shirt. Number 3, again, multiple-time winner. We'll be seeing his cousin Rowley later. But it is the turn this morning of Adriancito Laplacette, and then playing at back, another Argentinian, another great player out here on the lake, Manuel Fernandez Llorente, both those players. 6 goals, so a really exciting game in store for us. The first of our 3 games out here this afternoon. 2 umpires, Esteban Ferrari, Charles Seville, Oliver Ellis. The third man, Mark Holmes, he is the head of Pony Welfare as well, watching closely from afar. So, warm welcome to those joining us for the first time out here on the lake. 4 chuckers out here on the ice. Ends do not change after every goal is scored, but they do still come back to the middle. The lake about 220 metres long, 90 metres wide, where over 1,000 meters above sea level here. And the conditions, we've had snow overnight again, and it is looking perfect out there as Alfredo Bugatti in the number 4 shirt sends it down the ground. Good pressure at the front by Jovi Bay. Jovi in between La Placette and Fernandez Llorente, and it is there now with Bugatti. Gives it to Jovi Bay, the backhand over the back line, and that will be a knock-in. So 5th and 6th place, as I say, but it has been, of the years that I can remember, the closest tournaments that I can remember over years. There hasn't been a single game not going down to the wire. Macaj lost by a goal and a half on the opening day, lost in the last second yesterday. It has been a great tournament for the team in black. Bugatti with the near side back and looking for Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay lofts it up into the air. It's going to drop in front of the goal. Jovi Bay hooked out of it. Fernandez Llorente. Jamali with the backhand turning it round. You do just see there is a lot of snow on the lake today, so the players just being a little bit cautious on the turn early on, just getting their footing out there, taking control of it. There is La Placette giving it again to Elchin Jamali, and there is a whistle on the ground. So again, wherever you may be joining us around the world, it's been a great weekend here on Polo Line TV as well. We brought you all of the action yesterday in the finals of the Silver Cup over in Dubai, won by Al Habtoor. If you are joining us after watching all of our polo in Dubai, very different conditions here, but welcome. We are delighted to have you out here on the 41st edition of the greatest show on snow. As it's here now with La Placette. La Placette takes it to the right-hand side. Waiting patiently with him is Jovi Bay. La Placette sends it down to the left-hand side. Looking for Elchin Jamali. He always gives it his all. Running out in front of the ground now. Elchin Jamali being chased there hard by Garvey Bay, but it's good play in defence. The pressure was on, and Jamali just sends it wide to the left-hand side. So 4 chukkers in these contests. Each chukker 6.5 minutes long. And ends, they don't change, but they do go for middle, as I said. They change at the halfway point, making sure that both sides do have the same amount of time going either direction. If the ball goes over the boards, they roll it back in from the centre of the ground. Oh, Bugatti's horse not helping him out there, as it's here now with La Placette. La Placette looking here now for Jamali again. Elchin Jamali to the left-hand side of Jovi Bay again, but good defensive play. But the pressure at the moment, all coming here from the 2-time winners of the Snow Polo World Cup 2022-2023. Macaj winners themselves in 2024, that year where it was memorably that penalty shootout throughout the tournament, as Bugatti takes it to the left-hand side, leaves it for Bay. Bay over the top, the near side backhand played by Elchin Jamali, but turning onto it first, as I mentioned, Garvey Bay has played so well, so often allowing Bugatti to go up the ground and sweeping from the back, and that's what he's looking to do here. Garvey Bay just leaves the ball behind. Jovi, his brother, backing him up, sends it up and high. That will go over the boards, and we will see a roll in from the centre. But before all of that, they're going to let the players go off and change halfway through the first of our 4 chukkers on what is a big day of polo here on the Lake of St. Moritz. We've got 3 games all being brought to you live. This first one got underway at 11 a.m. local time. The next game, the 3rd and 4th place playoff, where you will see the boys from the Copacabana Investec, the 4 Brazilians, playing against the home side, St. Moritz, top of world. That game due to get underway at 12:15, and then the final, and we are going to have a first-time winner. It is going to be FlexJet playing against Philip Muller and the amazing Standing Rock organisation. That one due to get underway about 2:30 here local time. We do keep a fairly tight schedule, so we hope you will be joining us throughout the day here. So back on the field of play, we'll be back underway with a roll in the centre of the ground. Scoreless so far, but a pretty clean game, not a lot of whistle as we've seen throughout this weekend. There was a bit yesterday in one of the semi-finals, but both these sides going with Bugatti now on the near side, running it up. Alfredo Bugatti right there on the back line, near side, Flick Macaj. Open up the scoring here, and it is their talisman, Alfredo Bugatti, who makes it 1-0. And the power which Alfredo Bugatti has, you can see here on the instant replay on the near side. Just put it right there in front of goal. You can afford to put some muscle on it because it is going to stop on the snow, and he just flicked it in on the near side. It's 1-0. Macaj, the 2024 winners of the tournament. Ball goes back in play. There with Elchin Jamali. Found here now with James Bay. Bay sends it down at the ground. Coming back onto it there is the number 1 again, Elchin Jamali. Jamali, bit looking there is Garvey Bay. He had to win it. He did really well there, not once but twice. And now Jovi, his brother, comes to help him out as it's Evo with Fernandez Llorente. Fernandez Llorente sending it up to the left-hand side, and now picked up here by Jovi Bay. Jovi has a look behind him, seeing if he can find Garvey, but it's taken away from both of them by Fernandez Llorente. Fernandez Llorente to the left-hand side, looking to run now. Back there goes Garvey Bay. There's Jovi looking for father James Bay. Good play between them, but spotting the danger was Adriancito Laplacette, the open backer. Now to take two at the front of the ground is there with Fernandez Llorente looking at the front for Elchin Jamali. Garvey's got to be careful. Through comes Fernandez Llorente. Garvey Bay tried to get out the way, but I think the umpires were attempting to play advantage there. Let's have a look what the umpires do decide on the instant replay coming through. I think you see here, yeah, it was Fernandez Llorente coming across. He's claiming there that Garvey was across the line. He didn't do it intentionally, but they couldn't play the advantage. So whistle goes, and it will be Team Azerbaijan Land of Fire with an early chance to level us up here. So Laplacette with the penalty, no mistake, and we are tied up here. Azerbaijan Land of Fire with a minute and a half to go in the first of our 4 chukkers. Easy as you like penalties. They are no sure thing here, especially as the day goes on. You expect that wind just to creep up a little bit. The ball can get stuck in the snow as well. But Laplacette made no mistake at all as we're going for a final minute of this first chukker. The ball is in play. Here now is Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti takes it out now to the left-hand side, looking to run at Fernandez Llorente. We've seen him do this once. Can he do it again? He's got Jovi Bay with him. Jovi appealing for a foul. The first bell has gone. Good play there by James Bay, looking for Garvey. Garvey, his son, with the shot up over the back line. That will bring an end to the first chukker here, and it is all ones on the board. 1 goal apiece for 5th and 6th place playoff here on the finals day of the St. Moritz Snow Polo World Cup. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly. So welcome back here to the second chukker. Like I said, we keep a fairly tight schedule so they don't give long for players to go off and change. We're back underway. Scores are tied as Alfredo Bugatti takes it back. CVN's They've decided to change at the end of the first chukker as Alfredo Bugatti takes it back. La Placette pushing there, the two Argentinians coming together. Jamali went for it out the air, but good pressure by Jovibe. In there as well as Gubelanyev. Gubelanyev with the near side backhand. There is Jamali as well, looking to see if he can find La Placette at the front, but it's taken away instead by Alfredo Bugatti along the back line. Looking now to push up with the ball on the near side. Seeing if he's got runners out in front of him. Is it still here now with Bugatti? Bugatti sends it out to the right. Looking to see if he can find Jovibe, but it's going to fall instead for Alfredo Bugatti. And there is a whistle on the field. So as we have a look here at the instant replay, see how that snow, it is pretty thick out there today. So Bugatti was coming across, he had the line. He did get out the way. I think it was La Placette in front, but for no advantage. So it's given here now to Garvey Bay. Garvey takes it to the right-hand side. Can't get round Jamali, but he does leave it for his number 4, Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti now to the left-hand side, just looking for a little bit of space. Well backed up here by Jovi Bay. Jovi taps it right in between La Placette and Jamali. Went for the long shot wide to the left-hand side. Good attacking play, though, once again here by the team of Black Macaj. They've played really well, like I say, in this tournament. Came so close on that opening day against today's finalists. FlexJet would have been best place runners-up had it not been for a last-second foul given against them. And then yesterday, losing with the last-second shot by Investec. So as it comes down the ground now here with La Placette. La Placette appealing for a foul. The umpires say nothing coming though, but they do now blow a whistle. It was Jamali coming down the line at speed, looking to back La Placette up. We have a look here on the replay. You just have a look there. La Placette thought it was coming his way. That second one, though, certainly was. So it's going to be a penalty in favour of Team Azerbaijan. Land of Fire, and they're going to drop it on the 20-yard spot. So penalties again for those joining us for the first time today. 20 yards and 40 yards are the two close penalties, both undefended. But as you can imagine, not easy. So let's see what La Placette can do. La Placette with the penalty through the centre of the goal, and it is Azerbaijan. A couple of penalties from their number 3. Adriancito La Placette puts them in the lead for the first time in this Casablanca Trophy match, playing for 5th and 6th place out here, but still a match both sides desperately want to win. As they come back for centre, ball goes in play there with Bugatti. Bugatti just sends it up overboard, so it will be another roll in, as we were from the centre of the field. And the players line back up again. Ooh. Loud roar, I think, from Alfredo Bugatti. Might have just taken a stick on the helmet there. And the whistle blew. And looking at the direction of them, I think they are going to give it. No, they have a chat, so let's see what they give. Such an important part of the game are these lineups out here on the snow, so players do go in and give all they have as the players line up, and just a tap on the head of Alfredo Bugatti, and it's going to be a spot hit for Macaj. Nope, they're going to move it up. 40-yard penalty. So Bugatti bringing it forward. This one will be undefended from 40 yards out. Bugatti, he didn't quite manage to get the angles right there. As I say, it's a difficult one because you've got to keep it low and hard, but not letting the wind have an impact. But even then, you saw the orange ball just curling out wide to the left-hand side. So remains so 2-1. It stays in favour of Azerbaijan as it goes out to the right-hand side looking for Fernando Llorente. Stolen out of it there by Bugatti. Bugatti with the near side backhand coming down the ground, able to pick it up very well. Jamali now, can he get round Alfredo Bugatti? Bugatti just pushes Jamali out to the left hand side, and that gives it there to James Bay. Wonderful play in defence by James Bay, but there first is Fernando Llorente. Near side backhand play, turning though again is Bugatti as the game now opening up. The players just getting a little bit more confident out on that heavy snow as the backhand played again. Llorente's going to come through, and it is going to be Fernando Llorente, 20 yards from goal. 1 tap, 2 tap, goal to score, Manuel Fernando Llorente. The crowd enjoyed that one in the far end. 3-1, Azerbaijan, their first field goal of this game, and the players, they will go off and change halfway through the second chukker. Wonderful score here. Look at the instant replay. Fernando Llorente just came through at speed. Just needed to make sure at the end as well. That orange ball just bouncing through the goal, and it is 2-1 as we get a shot of the pony lines here. Big shout out to all of the teams behind the scenes. I was talking to Agustin Cronhaus before the game. He has his horses here being played by Adrien Laplacette, and the organisation getting them out here to play really is quite something. The players, you see Standing Rock in particular, they've flown them over. They all playing the Kitzbühel tournament last week, many of them coming from Austria here to Switzerland as well. So the players back in the centre of the ground. Shout out to our sponsors, as you can see over on the far side. A warm welcome to US Polo ASSN, providing the apparel this year here on the lake. The amazing work of US Polo ASSN. Michael Prince, he is here, their chief exec. Big welcome to him as well. But there is another whistle straight on the field early on, and this is going to be another penalty here for Team Azerbaijan. Land of Fire. The ball came up the lineup, and you can see again Mikaj, in their efforts to steal the ball, just got themselves across the oncoming players in green. So a penalty in favour, 40 yards out for Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire. So Laplacette out there on the grey is teeing the ball up. So Laplacette with the penalty is going to go close, but I think it's just gone wide to the right-hand side. Good effort there by Laplacette as we go for final 2 minutes here of this first half. Azerbaijan, they lead 3-1. What can Garvey Bey do here? Garvey taps it in. Bugatti goes out to the left-hand side. Garvey keeps it close initially. Now he does look down the ground, looking to see if he could find his father, James Bey, at the front. I wonder if we'll see the sister Lovi Bey coming out for the second half, as it's sent long down the ground by Fernando Llorente. Looking for Elchin Jamali. Bugatti had to get more on it because they're waiting as Laplacette. Bugatti, he waits. The pressure's going to keep on coming though. Gabalanyev just sees the snow there, just taking control of the ball, and it's going to come now here with Jovi Bey. Jovi Sorry, no, that was Garvey, ridden out of it by Fernandez Llorente. Jovi now going back there with Adriancito Laplacette. Laplacette tapping it up towards the goal. Oh, good play. Alfredo Bagatti, Jamali. Oh, there's a tumble on the ground. And a loud whistle as well. Down went Garvey Bay. The horse straight back up. Looks like Garvey is as well. A little bit of snow. And a sporting handshake there. Both players going for it. It looked like Garvey is going to be okay. The emergency snowmobile, we've seen perhaps more than any other team. Macaj, it shows how hard they go for every single player. They have had a few tumbles, mainly slips on the ice. And we'll be back very shortly as Garvey just gets taken off. No, he's going to walk off as well. So Garvey Bay heading back and we'll be out in no time at all to resume this second of our four chukkers. The finals day of the 41st Snow Polo World Cup here. First played in 1985 on the famous lake of St. Moritz. So as we mentioned, a big thank you to all of our sponsors throughout this weekend. Hello to the team at Blockit, the innovation in equine protection. We've seen Ainsley Salary as well. Big thanks to them for having us over here and those who continue to support our efforts around the world, making it possible for us to bring you all of the best action. Like I say, we were in Dubai yesterday, the final of the Silver Cup, a big victory for Al Habtoor, defeating UAE in the final over there in the Silver Cup. We will, of course, be bringing you all of the remaining action from over there in Dubai. And before you know it, we'll be back in Europe as well for the summer season. Sotogrande, Cowdrey Park, through over in England as well. The Gold Cups over in Sotogrande, the Silver Cup, Bronze Cup, all being brought to you. We'll be back in France as well, in Switzerland, back here. So much action. And it's going to be a penalty, so that was a foul. Dangerous riding was for Cool. Coming across in front of Garvey Bay as he makes his way back onto the field, and there will be a chance here in this second chukker to bring it back to a one-goal game. 20 yards out, the umpire's taking it right down the field. James Bay coming down to take. James Bay. And I think they're going to give him another chance, are they? No, they're going to give it to the green shirt. So, unlucky there for James Bay. I think the ball was just stuck in a little bit of snow there. And that will now be... spot hit for the green shirts of Azerbaijan. They are just saying they're confirming that the ball was touched as it came through. And coming now here is Fernandez Llorente, scorer of the goal of the game so far. Good play at the front there by Jovi Bay, and bringing it round again will be Bagatti. Bagatti sends it out right. Jovi and Garvey, the brothers at the front here, combining, but good defensive play it was by Laplacette, but it's going to come back at them here with Alfredo Bagatti. Bagatti turning it around. Waiting is Jamali. Bagatti allowed one more tap. The umpires say now does hit it. And what a hit as well through their goal. Alfredo Bagatti opened his shoulders, saw the gap, and he made no mistake whatsoever. And that is 3-2 with what looks like the final action of this first half. Macaj showing what they are capable of there. Have a look at this instant replay. The umpire said use it, and that is exactly what he did as the bell does go. So thank you to all of those who have joined us for the opening half. We will go off, players go off and change, and we'll be back very shortly for the third and fourth chukkers of the opening game of the day here at the finals day of the Snow Polo World Cup. Azerbaijan, they lead Macaj 3-2.
It all starts with a flower. Fill your world with wonder.
Beluga Vodka.
So welcome back here. Short break in between the second and third chuck as players come straight back on. Roll-ins, they will take place now below us on the polo line. TV towers, some music plays in the background here on the finals day of the World Cup on snow. It has been another fantastic weekend. The likes of Palon Sterling, Nico Pierres, the English internationals Charlton and Nacho Gonzalez, the French international Robert Strom. So much talent. Pelayo Berizadi as well, representing the Spanish national team. Do not go anywhere as this day goes on. As it's here now with Garvey Bay. Garvey Bay with the backhand. Just having a look, it does look like Lovie Bay. She has come out to replace her father, James Bay. So Lovie, the sister, joining her two brothers out here on the lake for the second half. As it's sent wide to the left-hand side. Coming across now, picking it up here is Tarlan Gubalanyev. Gubalanyev running against the defending player, Jovi Bay. Here now, Elchin Shamali. Oh, it's stopped on the line, but the umpires have a look now. Have they decided that was a foul, or did it go over the line? I think either way, they could just say goal against Merkaj. So, Azerbaijan, they do pull one back and they level it up. 3 goals all. And I think it's a penalty one. So a penalty one, they've given a goal. 3 goals all is the score, and they're coming back to the centre, and it will be a penalty in favour as well. As we just see the confirmation of a substitute as well. Lovie Bay coming on for her father, James Bay. So players come back to middle. Umpires just confirming as well. Ends do not change. So a few of the Merkaj players went down the other end, but they're going to have to come back. And Team Azerbaijan. So 3 goals all. Penalty 1. You could see why he went for it there on the back line, Jovi Bay. So coming in, long. Fernandez Llorente sends it down the ground. Going for it out the air was Laplacette. Bugatti, though, he was there and waiting. Now, Alfredo Bugatti goes, sends it now. Looking to take on Fernandez Llorente. Fernandez Llorente just got himself in the way. What a pass down the ground by Jovi Bay. Looking for Bugatti. Bugatti near side, offside over the top. But backed up. Has it gone through? Let's see. The team in green are saying wide. The team in black, I think they're agreeing with them. And the goal judge, the one who makes the all-important decision, also says wide to the left-hand side. So, players coming back on now. Sent up into the air there. Sorry, 4-2. I correct myself from earlier. That was a goal to send them out in front as it comes away now here with Bugatti. Bugatti spins it back round. Just looking for a little bit of space. Alfredo Bugatti scored that wonderful goal in the last chucker from long distance, which is not easy in these conditions. Bugatti now looking for Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay to the right-hand side of Fernandez Llorente. Jovi Bay went for it under the neck, but the umpires are going to say no go this time round. No foul coming. Wide to the right-hand side. 4 goals to 2 it remains, but this game, you can see, as I said, it may be being played for 5th and 6th, but with the Casablanca trophy at place and the amazing prizes that are always on offer as well here, the players really are giving it their all. As Fernandez Llorente Sends it out to the left. Elchin Jamali, we're yet to see his running best at the front yet. Is this a chance now for Jamali to pick it up down the board in front of the Snow Polo sponsors, the Macage sponsors, the Perrier Jouet sponsors? They're all here on the lake with us as it's sent long again by Fernandez Llorente. Taken round here by Jovi Bay in defence. Jovi sends it up high. It's going to drop over the board, so that will be a roll in from the centre. 3.5 minutes to play here in this third chukker, so we'll see whether the umpires say one more play or to go off and change. Charles Seville out here, the international umpire team. Esteban Ferrari on the far side, the chief umpire Oliver Ellis. Mark Holmes, he as well is here as it comes back into play. Lovely play by Lovi Bay, giving it now to Bagatti. Bagatti turns it round. Waiting with him there is Fernandez Llorente, the two Argentines. Now with Bagatti again, looking to run to the right-hand side of La Placette. Bagatti drives it long again. We've seen him do it once, but this time it's going to drop wide to the right-hand side. But another great effort there by Alfredo Bagatti. And with that, the umpires say go off and change once again halfway through the third chukker. The music plays in the background. 1.5 left in the opening game of the day on the lake. It is finals day here, and it's 4-2 in favour of the 2 times winners, taking on the 2024 champions. Azerbaijan 4, Macage 2. As always, thank you to everybody joining us across our various social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If you are watching live with us, let us know where you are, what you're thinking of the weekend so far. Big welcome to all of those who've been concentrating on the Dubai tournaments as well. It's wonderful to have you here. You see there our banners, Polo Line Inc. on Instagram, Polo Line Int on Facebook, and Polo Line TV on YouTube. What is truly one of the most special weekends in the polo calendar. Just 2 years out of the 41 have been unable to play. Of course, the COVID pandemic put a stop to it back in 2021. And then 1 year, I think back in 2009, they said the ice wasn't quite hard enough. There was penalty shootouts when Macage won it in 2024, but 39 years out of 41. Testament to the vision of Rito Gaudenze. Yesterday's birthday boy will be seeing his son Tito Gaudenze in the final later on. As the backhand played there by Garvey Bay. Garvey sends it out now, looking at Jovi. It looks like James Bay has come back on for the second half of this third chukker, but now here comes Jovi. Jovi Bay with the tap, with the approach, out the air. What a finish by Jovi Bay. Has it gone through? Yes, it has. The goal is scored, and it is one back there for Team Macage, and what a score for Jovi Bay as well. That makes it 4-3. Have a look here on the instant replay. Did really, really well. Coming across in front of Fernandez Llorente. Tapped it in the air. And not an easy finish either. Jovi Bay. So ball goes back in play. Sent down the ground by Elchin Jamali. But at the back, playing the sweeper role as he's done so well this tournament, is Garvey Bay. Back again, back where it came from by La Placette. At the front is Gobelanyev. Gobelanyev looking for Jamali. It's just heading out to the left-hand side. Open backhand played by Jamali. Looking here for La Placette. La Placette on the near side, but the umpires have blown a whistle on the ground. So it's going to be a penalty, as we see on the instant replay. Coming across in front there clearly was La Placette. So Macage with the spot penalty. Taking it to the right-hand side. Left here for Bagatti. Bagatti sends it there into the pony. Now for right-hander gain of La Placette. Behind him, waiting for it there is Jovi Bay. Jovi sends it out left again, looking for Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti taking it now. Can he tie us up here in this third chukker? Bugatti with the cut shot. Oh, it looked good for a little bit, but eventually has called right. Oh, look at that bounce. It's going to fall for Jovi. And Jovi's got another one. Picking up the bounce of the ball. They're appealing for a foul. They're not going to get one. And Bugatti sends it in. Jovi Bay, what a third chukker he has had. 2 goals in quick succession. We're tied up here. For 2024 champions, Makaj. For the 2022 and 2023 champions, Azerbaijan Land of Fire 4 as well. And look at the finish there. They got a bit of a lucky bounce, but Jovi Bay, he capitalised. 44 seconds to go. In this third chukker, ball goes in play. It's going to be picked up here with the backhand by Bay. Bay looking for Bugatti. Bugatti, they've really got the wind in their sails now as it's here now with the backhand played by Jamali into the air. There, oh, look at that by James Bay. The Bays are having a great afternoon or morning out here, I should say. We heard the bell go, then the whistle, so that will bring an end to the third chukker. The umpires will have a decision to make, and we will see as we come back here for the fourth and final chukker of the opening game of the day, just where this decision goes. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly. No, I take it back. They've actually decided the whistle went before the bell. And it's going to go in favour of the black shirts of Makaja. It's a great play by James Bay. Took it out the air. Then going for the full swing. They're saying that Laplacette rode under his swing. And it's going to be a 40-yard penalty for Alfredo Bugatti. Again, not an easy penalty. No, he's going to leave it instead for the man on form in this chukker. The last 2 goals for captain of his side, Jovi Bay. Jovi drives it hard, but it's gone wide to the left-hand side. So, good effort there, but we are going to be 4s on the board when we come back. That is the end of the third chukker. 4 goals all between Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, and Makaj.
Whether it's making time pass faster or creating moments that make time stand still, every journey with FlexJet is a timeless dedication to you. From handcrafted artisan interiors on the world's most advanced aircraft to exceptional experiences and enduring memories, you won't just be flown, you'll be moved. Introducing Fractional Jet Ownership by FlexJet.
So, welcome back. The players just having a little chat down there. And the ball goes in play. Welcome back. 4th chukker. 4 goals all. Elchin Jamali goes on the near side. Being chased by Bugatti. Elchin Jamali can't quite find the near side. Backhand there by Garvey Bay. Looking for James Bay. James Bay hooked out the play. No, good play by James Bay. Look at that. Strong Bay made that great play in the end of the last chukker, but eventually comes up and high just in front of us in the tower. And that one will be a roll in from the centre of the ground again. So ball goes back in play. Bugatti takes it forward, round the outside of La Placette. Alfredo Bugatti taking on the number 3 and the number 4. Bugatti with the shot wide to the right-hand side of the goalpost. So 4 goals all that remains. Jan-Erik Frank, the commentator, on the far side. He's getting the crowd going here in the morning. By the end of today, we're expecting to have seen over 20,000 people come through the gates. As always, it tends to warm up as the day goes on in terms of attendance and weather as well. Wondering if the sun may break through as it comes out right. Here come Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire and La Placette. Sends it down the ground, looking again for Elchin Jamali. Jamali round to the outside of the waiting Bay. Bay does well. Jamali leaves it now for his number 2, Gavilaniev. Gavilaniev can't quite get there. Jovi Bay, called off by Bugatti, and Bugatti now takes control. Near side backhand played by Fernando Llorente. It's all up to James Bay in defence. Wonderful defence again. James Bay's had a great final day out here on the lake, but beaten to it by Fernando Llorente. Fernando Llorente sends it up, a little golf chip down the ground, looking for La Placette. Stolen by Jamali, looking for La Placette again. Bay, Bugatti, both of them coming back, and the umpires, I think, decide one too many players just coming for that ball. As we have a look at the instant replay of this wonderful drone footage out here, it was Bugatti taking it across in front of a couple of players in green. That was a foul given, so it will be penalty in favour of Team Azerbaijan, Land of Fire, right in front of goal. So this one, you would imagine, is going to be them back in the lead. So Adriancito La Placette makes no mistake, just a couple of yards out from goal, and it's another one here for the 2-time winner, Adriancito La Placette. We'll be seeing his cousin, Raouli La Placette, later on in the day in the big final, playing for Standing Rock this year. Tell you more about that amazing organisation, Philip Muller, and that Standing Rock support here now by Jovi Bay. Jovi into the pony of La Placette. Garvey can't get there in front of Elchin Jamali. Jamali now coming back, called for the tail backhand, looking for La Placette. La Placette in front of Bugatti. Bugatti forcing La Placette back towards his own back line, as it's still here with La Placette. Looking down the ground for Fernando Llorente. Fernando Llorente picks it up again in front of Jovi Bay. Here now with Jamali again. Jamali looking for Fernando Llorente. Fernando Llorente, a couple of players chasing him, as it's here with a waiting Garvey Bay. Garvey takes it up towards the boards, and that one pops over the boards, and I would say the umpires are going to let the players go off. You hear a whistle, go off and change. So it will change one last time out here in this opening game. 5-4, Team Azerbaijan, they lead. So the Ainsley MVP saddle, where passion meets purpose, was Ainsley. Big thank you to the organisation. Many of their lightweight constructed saddles out here as we have a look at the crowd as well, watching on. They do a wonderful job here again. Rito Gaudense and all of the team behind the scenes put on the big gala dinner last night, a real crowd favourite here that night. Players having a chance, socialising there with many of the sponsors and organisers as well. And do keep your eyes out on our app as well, the Polo Line TV app, available on all of the app stores. Like I said, we were in Dubai yesterday, bringing you the final of the Silver Cup, won by Al Habtoor in a really great game over there. Shout out to the Polo Line team out there, Sebastian and the team. Big hello to you. As we now get going here, there's an early whistle. Not quite sure. Bugatti, I did see him just holding his back as the players did go off previously, and he has come back out, but he's rubbing it again. I'm not sure he didn't get a horse's head in the back as he came through. So, okay, to continue again, we will get the final chukker back underway. Umpire Charles Seville out there just instructing players to remain behind him, and we're back underway again as it is here with Bay. Garvey Bay out to the left-hand side of La Placette, sends it down. Now he's got to run round the waiting Fernandez Llorente at the back. Fernandez Llorente chooses just to hit it up and over the boards. Quite often a tactful play here. They know they will make their way back to the halfway line for another roll in. It's not necessarily the crowd pleaser, but it is certainly a play that can work for a team. And we're back underway again. Here now with Jovi Bay. Jovi called off by Bugatti. He's got Garvey Bay now to his left-hand side. James Bay calling for the pass. Back goes Fernandez Llorente. Fernandez Llorente, open backhand on the turn though comes Bugatti first. Bugatti now just taps it round, brings it under a spell. Winner of this tournament previously, Alfredo Bugatti, takes it to the right, but just left the ball behind. And back again, Makaj. They need to come closely here, see if they can get a goal back from this play as we head to a closing stages, as Garvey Bay sends it out to the right. And there now is La Placette. La Placette looking for Fernandez Llorente. Fernandez Llorente hooked out of it first by Bugatti. Now here with Gobelaniev. Gobelaniev in front of the two Bay brothers. The umpire's happy as it's picked up again by Fernandez Llorente. Bugatti, he's there. The open backhand played. Now, can they get there? This side in black, who've come so close, being defeated in the final seconds. Can they be the team to turn it round here with Jovi? Jovi Bay running down the ground is Bugatti. Oh, into the pony. You could see what they were trying as we go into the final minute and a half now. As it's here with Garvey. Garvey on the near side was Fernandez Llorente. Jovi Bay, we've seen a couple of great goals by him already. Can he repeat it? Oh, it's going to go wide to the left-hand side. The umpires have a look, but they say play on, and the clock will tick down, and it will be ball in favour of Azerbaijan on the back line. So just over a minute to go here in this final chukker, the first of our three games. Next up it is the Brazilians Investec playing against the home side San Moritz. Oh, Jovi Bay went for it. I think he thought he may as well with not long left on the clock. He didn't want that clock to run down, so he might even say he did that purposely. It was always going to be a foul, but that does stop the clock. What an opening day game we've had on this final day. 5-4. The theme of the tournament has very much been close, tightly contested games. We saw overtime yesterday, that amazing game where the whole of the back line became the goal in the second half of the overtime period in the first of our semi-finals. That game eventually won by FlexJet, Polon Sterling, Pelayo Berezdari. That combination with Aristide Fagianato, Joaquin Castelvi, they will all be in the final against Standing Rock later. But here in this game, still time. Keeping the ball close, sending it up. Turning first is Jovi Bay and Fernandez Llorente. It's a case of keep ball now, and it will be their Casablanca trophy. Taking it out left there still is Fernandez Llorente, winning the inside of the ground as it's sent up towards the back line, and that will go over, and that will be ball for Makaj, but the bell puts a stop to it, so that is the end of the game. Thank you to all of those who have joined us here for the opening game of the day. It was a great first game. 5-4. Azerbaijan, they win the Casablanca trophy against Makaj. A great tournament for both these sides, both winners in the past. Azerbaijan Land of Fire, 2 times winners. Makaj, winner back in 2024. They were competing for 5th and 6th, but they gave it their all. They came close, did Makaj. But Azerbaijan, they win 5-4. Do stick with us just for a little bit longer, as we will be bringing you the stats and the story of the game as we look at Adriancito La Placette heading off back into the pony lines. 12:15 we'll get underway with the third and fourth place playoff. But first of all, we did see some great goals in this game. You see here on the near side, Alfredo Bagatti, a really great goal early on. I'm sure we're going to see a couple of goals scored as well by Jovi Bay in these highlights. Azerbaijan, Land of Fire. Good field goal here for them as well. Coming through was Fernando Llorente early on, just finishing it off there, tapping through. And have a look at this one from distance by Bagatti. Just lined it up from about 60 yards out. Umpire said use it, and he did just that, sending it long up and through the centre of the goal. And this was a great goal here by Jovi Bay. Running round just the outside there, takes it up, and he's going to get a bounce up the air as well and finish it off superbly through the goal. And this one here by Alfredo Bagatti. Sent it. Got a little bit of a lucky bounce. Watch this one come back there. Pinged back to Jovi Bay, who finished with a great neck shot as well. So those are the highlights of the game. See there, Elchin Jamali heading off into the pony lines. He'll be happy. Another great tournament for them. As we have a look at the Chukka by Chukka score as well. It was tight all the way through. Azerbaijan just always kept the edge. So that was the story of the game. Thank you to all who joined us. We'll be back 12:15 local time here in the mountains, powered by Holyland. We will see you very, very shortly.